Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you through how to properly format your visuals in Power BI, alright, or in any BI tool. Now, why is formatting important? Well, one is that formatting helps your visuals to look, one, appealing. Two, it helps your visuals to be able to easily communicate what you are trying to tell to a target audience, alright. And three, it makes your report, really good for the eye. Okay, and so these are things that are important. That's why we need to look at formatting. Okay, like I said, this is a visualization series, and so everything that has to do with visualization in Power BI we are looking at, and formatting indeed is one of them. Now let me show you what I mean by makes your visualization looks appealing. So this is a project that we'll be working on. All right, this is a project, one of the visualization projects that I'll be working on in future. Okay, now if you look at this, you can see how the visuals are formatted. You can see how this is presented. I see how that is presented, and these things are also presented. These visuals are also presented. All right. So this is what we are looking at, because under normal circumstances you don't always find them like that. Okay. So under normal circumstances, what happens is that let's use an example to show you. Let's say I want to find, or I want to illustrate using visualization. Okay, demographics. Okay, I want to visualize the, for example, popularity by demographics. All right, and I use this particular. Now under normal circumstance, this is how your visualization is going to appear. But even though this is visualization, this is not properly formatted. All right, this isn't properly formatted, so we are going to be transforming our visualizations from something like this, just like this, to something like this. All right, to something like this, or to something like this, which is a lot more appealing to the eye as compared to this. Okay, and that is what I'm taking you through. Now, one thing I need you to understand is that each and every visualization that we have over here, and how you can format it. All right, there's no one way formatting that applies to all of them. Even though the basics are low, somehow the same, each of the visualizations come with how you can format them to your own, however you want to format them to be like. All right, so it's imperative that you play around with the formatting tools. That's what I'm about to show you. Okay, so I don't want to make this video long. Let's jump right into it and let me show you. So like I said, so this can be the same for the bar chart. So for this particular one, for this clustered column, and this one's over here. If you do not know much about visualization, you can watch my visualization video. All right, and you understand I explain my I explain a lot of this visualization. So if you watch that, you should be able to have a fair idea of what I'm about doing. Okay, so I have something like this, and I want to format this. Or have a different bar chart, which is not this, and I want to format. How do we go about it? Now, the first and foremost thing that I need you to pay attention to is that if you need to format a visual, okay, once you have your visualization, all right, set, you have your visualization like this. You click inside the visualization, you are going to have something like this. All right, now if you click outside the box, if you are not in the visualization, this is what you are going to get. And this is simply saying that you want to format the background, and we've talked about this as well. But we don't want to format the background in this case. We want to format this visualization, all right, this thing that we're illustrating. So you need to click inside of it, all right, or you need to click on the visualization, and then you can see that now this side is different. Why do I? You can see that now we have at least 3 items or 3 things to select from here, and they are all totally different from when you just hit on the outside. Okay, so keep that in mind, because that can be very confusing sometimes. Okay, and so once we have this and we've selected our popularity, now where we go to, we want to use this format of visual, and then this add further analysis to our visual. All right, now I'll explain both as time goes on. First and foremost, you need to go to format your visual, because this gives you direct access to formatting this particular visual. All right, so let's use that. So I'm going to click on format visual, and I'm going to get this drop down. All right, and this is where we can transform this particular visualization to however you want to visualize it. So you can see for bar charts, we are going to have y-axis, x-axis, gray lines. Now gray lines are just the lines that are in there. All right, so sometimes you can see there are lines in there. All right, if you want them, you can keep them. If you don't want them, you can just remove them. And then zoom slider, then we have the bars. These are the bars, and then ribbon, data labels. All right, so I'll take you through all of this, and then plot area. All right, so first and foremost, let's say we want to start with the y-axis. So once you click on the drop down, you have this option. You can decide to bolden the y-axis. So once I click on it, you see this is changed. We can increase or decrease that as well. Okay, and then we can select the font type that we want. You can use bold, so you can play around with that. And then we can also change the color. All right, we can decide to use deep black, or we can decide to just use a different color like so. All right, And so this also depends on which color you want to use. All right. So once we are done with the y-axis, no, we are not done with the y-axis. So the y-axis, now we can come to the title. Now the title is this, the demography. So once the y-axis is still down, you have the title. So you can just bring this down here, and then with the title, you can also do whatever you want to do with this, like so with the demography. So you can either bolden it, all right. Again, you can change the color for it to this or whatever that you want to change the color to. Okay, so you can change the color as well, and then you can play around with that as well. All right. Now once we are done with the y-axis, we move to the x-axis, similar to the y-axis. So let's come down and see. Okay, with the x-axis, we also want to change this font style and font size. All right, and the type, so we can decide to make bolden it as well, and then we want to change it from ash to black. All right, so you can see as like so. You can either increase or decrease it, depends on what you want to do. All right, and so once we have that, again, you can see for the title, the popularity total we have for the title. So you can also decide to turn it off or turn it back on, and then if you turn it back on, you can just format it. All right, so like what we did with the first one. All right, and then you can make it italics or whatever you want to do. All right, you can underline it, so you can just play around with that as well. All right, so that's with the x and the y axis. Now I move on to the green lines, and like I said, the green lines are the dots, the dot line thing inside your chart. So for you to know, a lot of the times if I don't need green lines, what I do is I click on the drop down for green lines, and then I check if the green lines are on, if there are any green lines, and if I don't want them, I just turn them off. If you want them, you can turn them on, and then you can work around, change the color and all of that. Okay, so you can play around with that as well. Then we have the zoom slider. Now what the zoom slider simply does is to add a slider, yeah, and then with this can either increase. So if your visuals are that far off, can just add that to use that as a way to show, and then to so yeah, you can play along with the zoom slider as well. It's not something I normally use because I don't like having my visualizations that long to use them, but you can use them if you want. All right, then the bars. So the bars are what these are the bars. All right, and a lot of times I like to use the bars because maybe I'm working on a project, and like this particular project that I showed, all right, this particular project, so by default the bars are blue, and I don't want the bars to be blue. I want the bars to match the bars that have to match the background color, or I want to add some flair. So I want to change the bars, the color for the bars. All right, so I want to change it. So I'll just say, all right, I don't want the bars as blue, I want the bars as red. So I'm going to click down on the bars, and then after click, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to color. Now one thing that you can do over here is maybe you just want to select a color for each of them separately. Maybe unknown, you want a different color, case you want a different color, shonen a different color. So what you can do is once you come, you want to click on bars, you have apply settings to categories, and currently it's on all. But I don't want I don't want to change the color for all. I just want to change the color for the unknown. So I'm going to click on the unknown, and I'm going to come to color and say, okay, so for unknown I want it to be yellow. So yellow only for unknown. Now if I want to change the color for maybe shujo as well, I can just click on just shujo, and then I'm going to change the color and I'm going to make it black, and you can see it's black. And maybe I want to change the color for case, so I'm just going to click on this, go to case, and I'm going to say, all right, so for case I want it to be blue. I want it to be this blue. All right, so this is how you can use this as well for the bars to change the colors and all of that. Now another way to another thing we can also do is that if we have it all as categories, you can use the fx. Now this is simply like a function. Okay, the fx is simply like a function. So maybe there's there's some color, something that I want to do, so I'm just going to click on the fx. I don't want to choose a specific color, so I'm going to click on the fx, and I'm going to say, all right, so the format style, I want it to be field value, all right, or I want it to be gradient, or I want it to be rows. Normally if I'm using the fx, I like to go for gradient, all right, so that I can say that the minimum, the lowest value, so the lowest value over here, which in this case it will say, I'm going to say the color that I want for that one in particular, I want it to be black. And then I'm going to say the maximum, that's the highest value, the item with the highest value, that is unknown, I want the color to be maybe I want the color to be light blue. And then sometimes you can add a middle color, and see in the middle, so the ones in the middle, you want the color to be maybe a little bit of this. All right, and then once I'm done, I'm going to click on OK, and you see it's done that as well. So yeah, this is how you can use the bar. This is how you can format the bar as well. There's so many, you can try your hands on it. All right, you can try your hands on that as well. Okay, and then now we come to the ribbon, but the ribbon doesn't really, it's not something I use. I don't think it matters, but what I do use also is the data labels. Now the data labels will let you know. So now with this, someone looks at this and doesn't know what the value is, unknown. What is the total popularity? the person doesn't know, so the person has to now come in. But if you turn on the data labels, what it does is that it gives you the total inside at first glance. So anyone that looks at the data set is automatically able to tell what the value is, all right, for each of these items. So the data label is something I like to use. Now again, you can format the data labels as well by clicking on the arrow here, and it's going to bring the drop down. So what you can do is you can set them, or you can just format the titles for it. All right, you can format the values for it, make it bold, change the color, increase the value, all right, and so on and so forth. So you can play along with this as well. All right, now if you want to add a background to all of this, you can just add a background. All right, and then so once we are done with that, I'm going to click on this, and then we have the plot area. So if I want to add a background to the plot area, which is not something I like to use, you can also just play along with that as well. Okay, so that is fine. Now one or two other things I want to talk about is this popularity total by demography. So let's say now you are done with this. So this is the visualization. You are okay with the formatting, the colors, and everything. And the popularity, you want to change the popularity title. You want to make it either small letters, capital letters, or you want to give it a certain name. All right. Now what you can do is that now you go to general. So once you are done, so this is for the formatting, but for the popularity, the background, you go to general. Now once you come to general, two of the things I like to use are title and effect. So I go to title, and this is the title, popularity total by demography. I don't want that as a title. In fact, I don't even like the format. So I'm just going to type popularity, all right? And then I'm going to click outside. Then what I can also do is I can just format it, all right? So again, the formatting, done. So I want to put it in the middle. So I'm going to put it in the middle. So alignment, I'm going to put it in the middle, all right? And then I think I'm okay with that. So I'm going to leave it. Then the effect, I like to change the background color. I don't want it as white. I want it as maybe a little bit of this, so I'm changing the whole background. So maybe this is good if maybe you already have a background that you're using. So in my case, in this particular case, the background that I want for my visuals is this particular one, this color, all right, this color. And so I needed my items all to be with this color. So what I simply did is that when I came to, after setting up my background already with this color, so let's say now let's set up the background. Let's say the background we want it to be, and this is something that I've talked about in my video when it comes to background. All right, designing your background for visualization. I've already talked about this, so you can check that video out as well. All right, so this, and so this is my background, and I want this visualization to have the same background as this. So once I'm done with this, I go here, I come to general, then I go to effect, then I turn off my background. So it gives me the same color as my background color. All right. So this is how you can use effects, and then how to visualize things like this. So these items, you can visualize them like this. Now, one other thing that I would like to teach you how to visualize is either the cars, is probably the cars. So this is the cars. There's a video on my visualization series where I talked about simple visualization. So you can check it out. All right. You can check that out. Okay, so now let's move on to visualizing the cards or the slices. All right, so there's a way to visualize, or no, there's a way to format the cards and slices, excuse me, that I like to use. All right, that makes my cards or my slices looks appealing. Now you can see from here, especially my cards. So you can see my card. These are my cards, and you can see this thing. Now I like to add this thing. It's called the accent. All right, it's called accent bar. So I like to add it to my cards. So let me show you how that is done. So this is our card. Okay, now I'm going to say let's use average rating as an example, and this is my card. All right, so I select my card. I select average rating, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to format this like we normally do. So I go to the layout. Max cards is just one. There's one item, and I'm going to close the space between cards because there's nothing there. All right, so I have this. It's my cards. Now if there are three different items, kindly watch my, all right, to understand the simple visualizations. All right, and if you've watched up to this particular point, then I just want to say, hey, do to kindly subscribe and leave a comment down below if there's something that you'd like me to brush on, or there's a question that you'd like to ask. Okay, or you can also let me know which of the visualizations you really do like to use a lot of times. All right, it makes me know how to better improve on that particular visualization, and how to find out and research on new things that you can use to make that particular visualization even more appealing. All right, in Power BI. So the layout is already set, and I come to the call out value. So this is my values, so I need to format my values, and I'm going to make them, I'm going to make it bold. So this is bold. I want to change the font size. I want to, 45 is still big, so I want to make it about 29, and I want to put it in the middle. All right, and I want to change the color. I want to make the color this color because I like to change the background. Okay, so I like to do like so. And then now the label over here is simply the average rating that we see here. So I want to change the label as well, or I want to format it a lot as well. So I'm going to make this bold, and then I'm going to make this let me say this. All right, this color, you can use any color for choosing. All right, and make it small or make it bigger, depends. And then once you come here, you can also decide to this particular thing, bring it down below the number, above. So you have this here, above value, below value. So you can play along with that and decide on how you want yours. All right, then I close the gap. I like to close the gap to save space. All right, and so yeah, now I have this and I think I'm done. I'm okay with it like this now. Okay, then we have reference labels. We talk about reference labels in a different video, and then images, we talk about images in a different video. All right, yeah, and then cars. So what I want to do is that for the cars, I want to remove background. Right, I want to remove background for the cars, and then I want to add these things. All right, I want to add these things, the accent. So what I'm going to do is I want to come here, go to my cars, and I'm going to come down. I'm going to the accent bar. I'm going to turn it on, and then click this down here below. Now you can play along with all of these things. Okay, they all come with their own unique benefits, but I just don't like using them. But you might love them, so you can play along with them. All right, so the rate, and I add my accent bar. All right, now the accent bar, you can either put it on the left, on the right, on the bottom, on the top. All right, so you can put it on the right side as well. Okay, so it depends on you, the individual. All right, so you can change the color also for that. All right, so once I'm done, I'm going to come here and I'm going to remove the background because I want it black. All right, so I have it there like that, and yeah, I think I'm good to go. So this is my card, average rating my card. So this is how you can use formatting. So you see how I've transformed it from how it used to be when we first started to something. So let's, so that we can see the accent bar. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here. I'm going to go to cars. I'm going to search for the accent bar. Click down here on the arrow, and I'm going to change the color. Let me make it this, so that you can see. All right, so this is how you format, you can format your visuals in Power BI. All right, so you can see you transformed it from how it used to be, from the regular format that it used to be, to something more appealing and something more, so that anyone that sees this knows that, yeah, you know what you're working with. Right, and so yeah, this was a short video. It's something we'll be using a lot, so I wanted to take you through so you are aware of how it's done before our visualization project kicks off. All right, and so if there's something you enjoyed and this was something that you really liked, like I said, do want to subscribe so that whenever I post a new video on visualization series or anything data analytics, you'll be the first to be notified. All right, click on the notification bell. All right, it helps me out a lot. Then be sure to leave a comment down below if you enjoyed something or you took something from today's video. All right, just anything at all that helps someone or helps me to know where to focus my attention on in preparing these videos for you guys. All right, so yeah, this is going to be the end of today's video.